Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's UFP Hair Restoration Moment of the Week. I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be doing these videos every single week, and some of these moments are going to be moments we talk about on Rewind where we want to take a minute to share some really cool stories that either happen on the field and off the field and give you a little backstory to some of our favorite things that happen throughout the football night here in the state of Utah. And the first 2 weeks of the season, one of my favorite stories have been the Kanab Cowboys. They beat Beaver in week 1 for the first time since 2009. And it wasn't that they beat them in the first time in 12 years. It was the way that they stuck with it. They were trailing against Beaver. They give up a late touchdown. They're able to come back, get the touchdown, go for 2 in the win. And then what do? They follow up the next week, go up to Millard. They're struggling once again, can't quite get things going. And they're able to settle in and get going. And Griffin Bone, the quarterback, the starting quarterback, is also the kicker. He threw a game-winning touchdown pass in week 1. He kicked a game-winning field goal in week 2. And when you have a player who does that, and it's a small school, and it's a place that we don't get to go to, I want to take a minute to just kind of portal our way down to Little Hollywood down in Kanab. Here with the quarterback of the 2-0 Kanab Cowboys, Griffen Bone. Griffin, man, here we go, week 3. How fun has it been to start this season the way you guys have started these first 2 weeks?
It's been a blast. I mean, to beat Beaver and Millard, both 2A teams, it's been good. And the way we've won, like crazy endings, and we've came out with the win, so it's been fun.
Well, tell people what it's like to be the quarterback of a 1A school. I mean, we're here in the Wasatch Front. We cover Corner Canyon. We cover all these big schools. What's it like to be the quarterback of the Kanab Cowboys in a town that's really the only show in town is to go watch Kanab Cowboy football?
Yeah, it's sweet. It's a lot of pressure sometimes. The whole town comes to the game, and it's fun. It's a lot of excitement, and make big plays like that, make like the town, the star of the town. So it's pretty sweet in the moment.
Let's talk about some of those big plays. So let's go back to week 1. I know you want to move on and get ready for week 3, but I got to have you step back. Let's go back 2 weeks and against Beaver, and Beaver goes and takes the lead on you guys. You're down 7, right? So you guys are around midfield. Talk to me about this play, man. There's about 16 seconds left in this game. You roll right and you've got pressure all over you. Walk me through your perspective of your first big pass leading to the game winner.
So it was a boot play, and there was 16 seconds. I rolled out, and there was a guy right in my face, so I had to step up. And I see Case and James downfield, and so I just kind of threw it up, let him go grit it. He's tall, he's big, he's way good. And I got smacked by a couple guys right when I threw that, but I came up and I seen him get it, and I sprinted over and went and clocked it. But it was sweet. It was a clutch play.
So did you actually see him make the catch? Because you did. You got absolutely leveled by 2 guys. Talk me through. You threw it, and you don't know he's going to catch it. So tell me what that was like. Is you throw? I mean, I don't know if you've seen the 07 Super Bowl throw when Eli Manning threw the David Tyree when he caught against his helmet. Very similar. Your play is extremely similar to that. So walk me through when you threw it up. What was that like?
I was just hoping, like, come on, catch it. I heard the crowd. I got up and just sprinted over and seen Casey give the ball to the ref. And that was sweet.
So you guys clock it. You got 3 seconds left. One last play, and again you put Kaysen off to the right. They run a little cover 2, but you threw that ball in the perfect spot. Walk me through that play because you threw it on his outside shoulder toward the pylon. There was no chance Hollingshead or anybody's going to get to that ball. Walk me through that one.
Yeah, so we called a timeout. We clocked it, called timeout, or Beaver called timeout. Coach Kornberg said we're going to go 93. I told Kaysen I'm going to his side, so be ready. I hiked it and, dropped back. I seen the 3 guys on Case, so I knew I had to put it in that back corner where no one could get it except for Kaysen. And he made an outstanding catch, toe tapper. It was awesome.
What was the next day like in Kanab? You guys knock off Beaver for the first time since 2009. What's it like waking up on Saturday and maybe going to the gas station to get the newspaper to read about you guys or something like that? What was that like that week?
Yeah, I woke up, had a bunch of texts, like great game, you know. We went out to find the newspaper, like got on Des News, found the newspaper and read about it. It was pretty sweet to they said some great stuff. And, you know, everywhere I go I get, you know, told great game, great 2 weeks, way to make it exciting, you know.
Yeah. Well, you follow it up because then these KSL Sports Rewind guys talk about you too. So make sure you know that pub's there for you. But talk about the next week. You're kind of in the same spot, trailing Millard. You have 2 drives to make this thing happen.
Yeah.
What's it about this team that you're down 7, you got a chance where you guys were able to put things together. Maybe all game long you struggled, but in the moments that matter in these first 2 weeks, you guys have come through. So what was that like? When you go to that drive, you're down 7, did you look at guys, hey, we've been here? What was that conversation like?
Just finish, you know. We know we like Beaver showed what we were made of. Uh, you know, give out your heart. Don't like we were getting smacked. We were getting destroyed in the first, second, and third quarter. Came out in the second half, like doing pretty good. Um, we had a good pep talk in the locker room at halftime. We knew they weren't going to give up, but I scrambled for like a couple yards to set up for that field goal, and then Coach Kornberg called timeout. 2 seconds left, and field goal executed perfectly. So it was nice.
Would you rather be in a situation you have to throw a touchdown pass to win a game or to line up for a field goal to win a game?
I touchdown pass. It's a lot more exciting, more pressure. I like the pressure.
Have you seen the replay of your guys' sideline when you made that field goal?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you didn't know the game was over. I think I had in our top 5
I know.
plays. It's like, hey, they expected it. Everyone, you had I think there was one guy, I wasn't gonna pick out the number, where he was jumping up and down, but everybody else was just like kind of, he made it. All right, let's.
Yeah, number 3. He got pretty excited.
Yeah.
It was funny, but I mean, coaches they said they put their headsets up. They knew it was going in, but
Did you know it was going
good.
in?
Yeah, I knew it was going in. it Yeah, it had room for like 20 more yards. It was a boot, but
You got a good piece of that one, man. Well, man,
yeah.
we wanted to go back the first 2 weeks because it's just fun. It's fun to watch a team like you guys that we've watched you for Kanab football in our coverage for a while, and to see these first 2 weeks of you guys just not, as you said, not giving up, not giving in, and to come through, it's just awesome. We'll make sure we take a moment to highlight you. How do you guys carry the momentum of these first 2 weeks into week 3? I don't want to go into the rest of the season, but into week 3, because if you know how this goes, right? If you take the things from week 1 and week 2, we don't apply it to week 3, then you could lose it. So how do you take the last 2 weeks into tomorrow's game?
So we kind of showed our identity. You know, don't give up. Game's on the line. Keep going. We need to we need to hit harder. We need to hit harder and outplay the other teams. We play ALA, so we can't give up. We need to keep playing. Just execute. We need to execute the plays. No more turnover. I can't throw any more picks. I've thrown a couple. But
You got
just
to
execute.
be a goldfish, right?
Yeah.
Well, man, congratulations on the start to the year. We're super excited to be able for you to work this out, to talk with us tonight, and wish you nothing but the best, and we'll be watching you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, thanks, Griffin. Well, you can see from Griffin, a terrific leader, soft-spoken, just gets down to business. He knows what he needs to clean up, but also knows what his team has to do. They got a tough matchup. When you're a 1A school playing up in those classifications, it means a lot. Your numbers aren't very big, and other places, they might not be big in similar classifications, but when you're moving up from 1A to maybe 2 to 3A, it's going to be a big deal. They got a big game against ALA this week. Best of luck to the Cowboys. But what a great start to the year. Those first 2 weeks are weeks that this team won't forget, and really can catapult them. 1 week, if they lose, isn't going to be the end of the season for the Cowboys, because the first 2 weeks they learned about resolve, sticking together and following one another as well. But want to thank Griffin for taking a minute to meet with us, and everyone helped get that taken care of. And also want to thank UFP Hair Restoration, the premier hair restoration provider in the Intermountain West, with 3 hair restoration surgeons who specialize in both surgical and non-surgical treatments for hair loss. To learn more, visit Utah Hair MD or call 801-776-2220 to schedule a consultation today. Again, want to thank Griffin Bone for taking a minute to meet with us. Look out for our videos coming out every week as we go through the moments of the week here on KSL Sports Rewind. For Vince Francis, Griffin Bone, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us watching KSL Sports Rewind on KSLSports.com.